Hi property developers, Jeff Gonzalez here, professional property developer from Northamptonshire. I specialise in family let properties in Northamptonshire. My mentor owns over 250 properties himself, and he's purchased thousands of properties for his clients over the years. So today guys, I'm going to talk about some great training I had this week at the Elite Closing Academy. So it's more to do with sales and closing sales, which is great for negotiations and doing property deals, also for any other business that you run. So I run a couple of businesses, so it's really great training for me. Okay, so the Elite Closing Academy is run by a guy called Matthew Elwell, and he's got a partner called Nick James, who does Expert Empires, and they're big in the property and they're big in sales. Okay, so obviously I'm just doing a video from outside today because it's so glorious out here. So Open with a Close. So Matt's got a great book, Open with a Close. Okay guys, I do recommend this book. Okay, if you're into sales or closing, any sort of deal negotiations you want to do, get some training guys. So the training guys, I'm all in for the education, because anything you do you really want to get to mastery. So if you want your business to grow, then you've got to do sales. You literally have to. Okay, so no matter what business you're into, do some sales. So yes, it's not such a property video today, but it's definitely one that I do recommend. Anyone who's getting into property should always do some sort of sales training. So what was the training all about? So it's about how to talk to prospects and about warm and cold prospects. Okay, so how to talk to prospects. We use 5 W's and an H. So the 5 W's are and H are what, when, how, who, which, will. So it's a type of language that you use. So always use open questions when dealing with properties. Never bring no into play. If you ask a property a question, a closed question, and they can bring yes or no into play, then they can quite easily just say, do you want to buy my product? They can easily just say no. But if you use these words, then it could be like it'll bring out open questions. So it gives you a chance to get the deal done. Okay. The 3 A's. What are the 3 A's? Always agree, appease, and accelerate. So no matter what your prospect says, you always agree. So if he says, I haven't got time to come to your class, or I don't want to, I can't afford it, for instance, you just agree and say, okay, of course you can't afford it, nobody can. But you should always agree with them, and then appease them, and then accelerate into your close. Okay, so things we've got to remember is things like you need at least 5 to 7 contacts to get a sale these days. Okay, so it's information like that you need. Okay, positive, negative, red and green words. So we talked about red and green words. 96% of people are always in red words, which always use negative words. Only 4% of salespeople use green words, which are positive. Okay, so you always want to be in the 4%, but that takes a lot of practice. So you've got to practice this stuff. Okay, you've got to know the prospecting journey. You need to have a vision. You need to have a process. Use the 3 A's. Okay, so at the Elite Closing Academy, they use this serve, close, and sell cycle. Okay, so you need strategies what are really going to work for you. Okay, the 3 P's, for instance, be professional, persistent, and purposeful. So every time we have a conversation, those are 3 things we need to do. The brain loves opposites, so we always think of opposites when we're trying to do sales. People buy on 80% emotion and 20% logic. Okay, so all those sort of things. Be transparent, be honest and transparent every time we go to do a sale. Okay, only sell what people need, not what they want and need, not just what you want to sell them. Okay, if they don't need it, then don't try and sell them it. Okay, opinions of other people's as well. Comparison kills. So people like to compare, make assumptions and presumptions. Okay, so when you're selling, never make assumptions or presumptions. Always go into a sale with in a positive frame of mind. Never be, if you're thinking negative thoughts, don't try and do a sale or closing call to somebody, because they're going to pick up on your fear, and straight away they're going to be saying no. Okay, so all them sorts of strategies, that's what I learned this week, and I tell you what, it was absolutely excellent training. So if you're into property, I do recommend you do some sales training, and hopefully you get to a good sales trainers like the Elite Closing Academy. I also got a certificate. I know certificates are not the be all and end all, but you're certified as well, level 4 in sales and closing. So gives you that much more confidence. Okay, so guys, yeah, so it wasn't such a property video today, but it was definitely to do with business. And if you're in the property game, you definitely want to learn some negotiating skills, how to sell, how to close, how to market, all that. Okay guys, so thank you for listening guys, and hopefully you got something out of my video today, and I'll see you guys again next week. Okay, thanks guys.